Have you ever felt this? Things were going so well. He texted you first. He made plans. He smiled at your messages. It felt like something real. You let yourself believe, maybe this time, it's different. And then he pulled away. The good morning texts stopped. The conversations turned cold. He seemed distant, busy, unavailable. Now you're left confused, overthinking, asking yourself, did I do something wrong? Was I not enough? Why did he change? If that sounds like you, don't click away. Because in this video, I'm going to tell you the real reason why he pulled away and what it means for you. Not only will you get clarity, but I promise you'll feel more powerful, more peaceful, and more free by the end of this. Let's begin. Pulling away feels like rejection. And rejection? It hurts deeply. Why? Because when someone withdraws suddenly, it triggers a survival response in your brain. It feels like abandonment. Your mind goes into overdrive trying to fix what happened, even if you don't know what went wrong. You start replaying conversations, reading old texts, rewatching his stories, wondering, was it when I said this? Did I come on too strong? But here's the truth most people won't tell you. His pulling away isn't always about you, and even when it is, it doesn't define your worth. Let that sink in. Now let's explore the real reasons someone pulls away. There isn't just one. There are many, and knowing them gives you clarity and peace. Reason number one, fear of vulnerability. Sometimes when things get too real, people panic. They feel emotions, they see connection, and suddenly, they get scared. Maybe he's never seen a healthy relationship. Maybe love means risk, and risk means fear. Reason number two, he got comfortable too fast. In the early days, there's excitement, dopamine, flirting. But once the high settles, he might realize he's not ready for something serious, even if you are. He pulls away not because you weren't enough, but because he wasn't ready to give more. Reason number three, he was never fully invested. Let's be honest. Some people enjoy attention but aren't looking to build anything real. Once they sense you want more than just casual, they fade. It's painful, but it's also protection. You were never the problem. His intentions were. Reason number four, life stress, and he doesn't know how to communicate. Men especially are taught to hide emotion. If he's dealing with work, family, money, or personal issues, he may shut down emotionally. Pulling away is how he copes, but instead of saying, I'm struggling, he just disappears. Reason number five, emotional immaturity. Some people don't have the tools to maintain a real connection. When things get deep, they ghost instead of talk. Immaturity isn't your responsibility to fix. Do you that knowing this gives you power? Once you understand that his silence isn't about your worth, you take your power back. You stop blaming yourself, chasing clarity from someone who can't offer it, losing sleep over something you didn't break. Here's the truth. If he pulls away without explaining, it says more about his emotional maturity than your value. When someone really values you, they talk, not vanish. And if they can't communicate now, do you really want a future with someone who avoids hard conversations? Now let's tell you what to do when he pulls away. 1. Pause and breathe. Don't panic. Don't text a flood of messages. Don't beg for answers. Breathe. Create space. 2. Shift the question. Instead of asking, why is he pulling away? Ask, is this the kind of behavior I want in my life? This turns confusion into clarity. 3. Journal your feelings. Write it out. Let yourself feel sad, disappointed, angry, even confused. Processing your feelings helps you heal, not suppress. 4. Don't chase, choose yourself. You don't chase what's running. You invest in what stays. Focus your energy on the people and habits that love you back. 5. Set a boundary. If he comes back without explanation, you don't have to accept crumbs. You have a right to say, I need honesty and consistency. If you can't give that, this won't work. 6. Learn the pattern. Has this happened before? With others? That's a signal. Maybe it's time to rewrite your own love story, starting with your self-worth. Let me tell you about Anna. Anna met someone online. They connected fast. He was sweet, consistent, and made her laugh. She started falling. Then, suddenly, he pulled away. No texts, no reason, nothing. Anna was devastated. She blamed herself. She kept wondering what she did wrong. But then she did something powerful. She stopped chasing clarity from him. She gave herself closure. She wrote in her journal, "He left. That's not about me. That's about him." She started therapy, took herself on solo dates, reconnected with friends. She cried, yes, but she healed. Months later, he messaged her, "Hey, I miss you." And you know what she replied? "Thanks for the lesson. I've grown since then. I'm looking for someone who doesn't leave when it matters." She didn't say it to be cold. She said it because she knew her worth now. Let's be honest. When someone pulls away without explanation, it hurts. It's confusing. It feels personal, even when it's not. You're left with 100 questions and no answers. You wonder what you did wrong. You replay every conversation. You read every message again, hoping to find the exact moment he began to slip away. But here's what I want you to hear, clearly and deeply. 1. You didn't lose him. He lost someone who cared. He lost someone who showed up, who answered calls, who gave their energy, trust, and time. He lost someone genuine in a world full of people pretending to care. You may feel empty right now, but the truth is, you were a blessing. And if he couldn't see that, it's his loss. 2. You didn't fail, you learned. Every time your heart gets hurt, you gain wisdom. You learn how you want to be loved. You learn what red flags you'll never ignore again. You learn how strong you are, because look at you, still standing, still breathing, still moving forward. What feels like a painful ending today is actually the beginning of something more powerful. Your self-growth. 3. You didn't get rejected, you got redirected. You were moved away from someone who wasn't ready, wasn't present, or wasn't aligned with your heart. And you were guided toward someone better, maybe even toward yourself. Because here's a truth most people forget. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. Some people are lessons, some are mirrors, and some come to teach you how not to be treated. So now breathe. Let out that breath you've been holding in your chest. Stop waiting for the message that might never come. Stop hoping that he'll suddenly realize what he lost. You are not a backup plan. You are not an afterthought. You are not an option. You're a whole human being, with a deep heart, a strong mind, and love that deserves to be received, not just given. Stop checking his last scene. He saw your message. He just didn't reply. That silence? It says enough. Let it speak. Stop refreshing his stories. You don't need to see if he's out with someone else. You don't need to track if he looks fine without you. Because whatever he's doing, you deserve more. You deserve someone who doesn't confuse you. You deserve someone who doesn't disappear. You deserve someone who chooses you every single day. Start loving you. Start loving the version of you that waited, that stayed, that's hoped. Then love the version of you that's letting go. That's learning boundaries, that's rebuilding. Because your love, it's not weak, it's not too much. It's powerful, and it's precious. But here's the catch. Not everyone is ready to receive it. Some people can't handle something real. Some people prefer shallow waters because they're afraid of the deep. But that's not your fault, and that's not your burden. You are worth more than confusion. Love isn't supposed to leave you guessing. Love doesn't say goodnight one day and go silent the next. Love doesn't breadcrumb you or keep you in emotional limbo. If you find yourself constantly questioning where you stand, you're not in love. You're in uncertainty. And uncertainty drains your peace, your energy, and your joy. You deserve clarity. You deserve someone who says, "I'm here," and means it. You are worth more than silence. Communication is basic. If he can't give you that, he can't give you a relationship. Real love shows up. It doesn't disappear when things get serious. It doesn't ghost when life gets hard. So stop chasing closure from someone who couldn't even offer consistency. Sometimes your silence is the closure. Sometimes your healing is the answer. Sometimes walking away is the most loving thing you can do for yourself. You are worth real love. The kind of love that listens. The kind of love that holds space for your heart. The kind of love that doesn't need to be begged for. One day, you'll meet someone who looks at you and thinks, "Wow, where have you been all my life?" And they won't run. They won't pull away. They'll stay. They'll commit. They'll show up. And you'll realize it was worth the wait. But until that day, your job is this: to choose you, to protect your peace, to raise your standards, to remember who you are. Because love doesn't cost your self-worth, and the right person will never make you question your value. So if he pulled away, let him. Let him go. Let him drift. Let him figure out what he lost on his own time. You've got healing to do, dreams to chase, a heart to protect, and a future to create. And don't worry, love, your story isn't over. This chapter, it's just the turning point. And what comes next is beautiful. Are you ready? Let's go! Comment below. Have you ever been through this? What did you learn about yourself? Let's talk about it. Because you're not alone. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Subscribe for more empowering videos on love, healing, and self-worth. And always remember, when someone pulls away, don't chase them. Pause, reflect, rise. Thanks for watching. Your heart matters. See you in the next video.